Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me once again on my musical journey under the glass moon. And we are back on this Monday with some more BabyMetal. So a while back, we reacted to an amazing guide, very detailed, put out by Cryptic Mystery. Really detailed and a great way to get to know the band once you've started listening to them. Today, we're taking a look at a video called A Quick Guide for the new and probably lost BabyMetal fans, and it's put out by Imagination, and we've checked out a lot of her work, so I'm really looking forward to this. Make sure you guys jump down there, check out her video yourself, and subscribe to her channel. She does some amazing videos, so go ahead and give her some love too. I'm assuming that this video is going to lean more towards recent events in BabyMetal history, but let's just sit back, relax, and see where this takes us. Link to the original will be in the description below. All right, let's go. This intro always makes me laugh. That makes me laugh. I can only imagine the amount of time this thing took. Yeah, falling in love with BabyMetal all over again. I don't doubt it. I'm sure it will be very useful.
So, you're a new BabyMetal fan and don't know where to start? I got you. I'll give you a few recommendations and a little bit of information about this group. A summary, if you will.
Not a cult.
BabyMetal is a Japanese metal band consisting of 3 members. The founding members are Su-metal,
Su-metal desu.
Yui-metal,
Yui-metal desu.
and Moa-metal.
Moa-metal desu.
Su-metal, the leader, is in charge of the vocal and dance position, while Yui-metal and Moa-metal took care of the scream and dance position. This means that Su is the one singing the most, so in order to do that, her dancing parts are limited. However, don't let that fool you. She does dance a lot, and the amount of energy and passion she puts into her movements while singing her heart out is nothing less but admirable.
It's all because of that treadmill training, right, guys? That's exactly what it is. All right. Let's get back.
Yui-metal and Moa-metal were the dangerously cute dynamic duo. They would perform full-on choreographies throughout the whole show, and their roles also included doing backing vocals, as well as most of the crowd interaction. Yui and Moa's duo is also known as Black BabyMetal. They would perform without Su, so she could take a break, and Su would do the same by performing her solo songs. Now, you're probably wondering, why is she speaking in past tense? This is because, unfortunately, Yui-metal is no longer in the group. She officially announced her departure in 2018 due to ongoing and unknown health issues. This remains a very sensitive topic in the fandom. Her illness and condition were never publicly discussed, and no one knows for certain what is it that she was dealing with, nor if she's okay, even now. Last time we saw her was in 2017, and to this day, nobody knows anything about her. I dare to say Yui is among the biggest mysteries from the Japanese entertainment industry.
It's always going to be a mystery until Yui, I guess, allows herself to come out and say what happens if she ever wants to. That's one of the cool things I really envy about the culture over there is the privacy. Over here in the States, there would be paparazzi everywhere looking for her, trying to find everything out. There'd be gossip magazines going on like crazy. I don't know if that stuff, well, I'm sure it does exist in some matter over there, but definitely not in the way over here in the States, thank God. That is one thing. I mean, I love my own privacy, which is strange because I do YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I love my privacy in my private life, and I can definitely respect her not wanting anyone to know what's going on. Let's get back to this video.
So, after a fair share of sadness, complaints, and uncertainty, and a wave of backup dancers, BabyMetal continued as a duo for the next 5 years. That is until Momoko Okazaki got promoted as an official member in 2023.
Hey, what's going on?
She was one of the 3 Avengers, 3 supporting dancers hired to fill Yui's spot. None of them would sing nor appear in official interviews and photo shoots, but now as a full member. She's in charge of the scream and dance position along with Moa. She's now Momo Metal, and she's an absolute sunshine. Sue, Moa, Yui, and Momoko are ex-members of the school-themed idol group Sakura Gakuin. BabyMetal was a subunit from this group, and it was known as the Heavy Metal Music Club. Sue, Moa, and Yui were chosen by the They became three metal spirits, and they were on a mission to lead the metal resistance. Then, they proceeded to embark on an odyssey to the metal galaxy. But it turns out that BabyMetal wasn't really BabyMetal after all, because there's actually another BabyMetal, and everything they say and do has been carefully crafted by the which is really just a fancy term to refer to Copa Metal, BabyMetal's producer. And okay, no. This guide has no room for lore. Otherwise, it would turn into a 3-hour video.
Hell yeah.
Yes, BabyMetal has a very interesting and brain-crushing narrative. Although it's not essential to enjoy the music journey, it does add value to the whole BabyMetal experience.
100% agree with that. I mean, I'm a sci-fi fantasy nerd. I'm a Dungeons and Dragons nerd from way back when. I love the lore. That's one of the things that really draws me into BabyMetal. Besides, the music is freaking awesome. But just like she just said, the full value, especially when you see these live shows. I haven't seen one yet in person, but I'm going in September. But when you see like the Blu-rays and stuff of these live shows, just the amount of production that they put in here and the amount of lore that they tell throughout the stories and keeping that going throughout the year. I'm a sucker for concept albums. And this, I've said this before in BabyMetal videos, that BabyMetal is like a concept band. They start out with this lore and they keep that lore and that story going throughout the entire history of the band so far. And because of that, they can do whatever they want. And that's just so amazing and cool to me. And such an amazing concept. All right. I'm loving this guide so far.
Every show is like a movie, and each detail plays a role into the storyline, so I do recommend taking baby steps into the lore. For now though, all you need to know is that, in the narrative, BabyMetal was chosen by the Fox God to, quote-unquote, save heavy metal by blending the genres of J-pop and heavy metal. This way, the new generations will find it easier to listen to metal, more specifically, a young female audience.
I have said that from the beginning.
Don't let that discourage you. BabyMetal has the beautiful ability to unite people, so their fans range from new to older generations of pure metalheads, teenagers, children, anime lovers, K-poppers. BabyMetal is for everyone, so please, don't ever feel like you don't belong in the fandom. The girls sing and dance while a group of extremely talented session musicians play for them in the back, known as the Kami Band. The goal was to break the stereotypes surrounding metal music. Metal is not supposed to be cute, or you can't dance to metal, or metal delves into deep, serious topics only. And so, they invented a new metal subgenre, kawaii metal. Naturally. For a long time, BabyMetal was a target for a lot of criticism. Angry metal elitists all around the world would trash on BabyMetal, claiming that these girls were just making fun of metal. When in reality, their goal was to make metal fun.
If you know me, you know how every time I see one of these anywhere, I have a meltdown. I start to cry. So
And now, on to the music. At the time of making this video, BabyMetal has released 4 studio albums. Their self-titled album from 2014, Metal Resistance from 2016, Metal Galaxy from 2019, and the other one from 2023. I have organized their songs in a way that will hopefully help you dive into their songs more clearly. As you can see, I've divided their discography into 3 parts or eras. BabyMetal and Metal Resistance are from the original trio era, or Yui's era. Only Sue and Moa were in Metal Galaxy, and even though Momoko became a full member in 2023, she didn't take part in the recording of the other one, so BabyMetal has yet to release an album with Momoko's vocals in it. However, you can hear her singing in their most recent live performances. She's now singing Yui's parts, as well as sharing the lines that Moa used to sing by herself. Where to begin your music journey? Here's the thing. BabyMetal has had a couple of different phases. Despite their first album being officially released in 2014, they had been performing way before that. The group was actually formed by kawaii in 2010, when Sue was only 13 years old, and Yui and Moa were 11. So the first album definitely showcases the kawaii in kawaii metal, as the J-pop and childish vibes were kicking strongly. Metal Resistance, on the other hand, is a bit more on the metal side. When it comes to Metal Galaxy, the group decided to be a lot more experimental, and you'll find many musical influences from different cultures for a while. The first half of Metal Galaxy is called the light side, with more of a popish and upbeat theme, and the second half represents the dark side, featuring overall heavier songs. The other one is their shortest, yet most different record until now. This is their first concept album, featuring 10 songs in total. This is the first time in which the kawaii factor is pretty much nowhere to be heard.
Yeah, I mean, that is 100% true. Even though Metal Galaxy didn't have much kawaii in it, I mean, you could say that there might be some. The other one pretty much had zero as far as the way the songs went. But yeah, I mean, I love the other one. I love the album. But I'm curious to see how she describes the concept album, because I do love concept. We've discussed that already, and it is a cool concept album. And I've been struggling to try to do a full concept album review, only because it's not a traditional concept album in the terms that one would normally use when you're talking about like scenes from a memory, like Dream Theater, where the entire tells a story, or The Astonishing by Dream Theater. You may or may not like the story, but it is a concept album over two CDs that tells a full story from start to finish. Tommy from The Who and all that kind of stuff like that. Lots of good stuff, but it's different and very different, and it's hard to grasp that concept in this one. I love the music and I can understand what they're doing with it. It's just hard to grasp it. Let's get in here and see how she interprets it.
This is their first concept album, featuring 10 songs in total. This is the first time in which the kawaii factor is pretty much nowhere to be heard. BabyMetal wanted to take more of a serious and cohesive approach, and they definitely did. Keeping all this information in mind should help you choose which record calls you the most. You can definitely start from there. That being said, if you want to follow my suggestions, feel free to keep watching the rest of the video.
My personal opinion on where you should start is because of the type of band that they are. I'm glad I did what I did. I mean, I started with some stuff that people recommended to me, and then I said, you know what? I'm enjoying this, but I need to know what this is all about, because I hit both two different albums towards the beginning of my journey of BabyMetal on here. I'm like, you know what? We got to go back. This is very interesting concept of the band. You got to go from the beginning. You got to see how it goes. My personal opinion, start at the beginning and see how they evolve throughout the years. That's just my opinion. I'm glad I decided to go back and do that. Start from the very first album and then go from there, throwing in some concerts on stream every now and then when we finish an album and we could get to it. But yeah, that would be my personal recommendation.
I personally recommend listening to one song per timeline. This way, you will get a small taste of BabyMetal's evolution, and let yourself be surprised when you dive into the entire albums afterwards. I also need to clarify that BabyMetal sounds even better live, so my next recommendation is, after you pick a song, you then go watch the live version of that same song.
Absolutely.
This will let you notice the difference. Before you
not only does it sound better, in my opinion, a lot of times, just the visuals
of all time. Gimme Chocolate. Now I know, a lot of fans are sick and tired of this song. However, I still think it's necessary. It might not be the greatest song by BabyMetal, but I believe it does summarize what BabyMetal is all about. So, if you haven't listened to it, which you probably have already, go check it out. These are the songs I picked for you: Doki Doki Morning, their debut song, Road of Resistance, BMC, and Mirror Mirror. I'll leave a link to the live version of each song.
BMC is a very interesting choice considering it's rap. It's cypher rap. And so different than everything else on that album. I mean, everything on that album is pretty different, but BMC just it just sticks out from my mind as the craziest of everything on there. Definitely took some time to get used to when I started listening to it. I mean, I like the song now. I definitely listen to it. Definitely a weird one, in my personal opinion, to pick from that album. All right.
When you're done, the next step would be to listen to one Su Metal solo and one Black BabyMetal song.
I do like
For
that.
Su, I personally recommend Akatsuki.
Exactly
and for
what I
Black
did.
BabyMetal, Onedaide Saxon. Finally, the best part, go listen to the whole albums, from start to finish. And down the foxhole you go. You will find that BabyMetal plays with a little bit of everything. There's the what the fucks factor, epic, kawaii, slow, fast, mainly instrumental, chill, experimental, and along etc. There's really no solid way to classify their songs. Think of BabyMetal as a piñata. You never know what you're gonna get. And that's
Very
the beauty.
true. I like that.
BabyMetal is just that.
Just don't beat the BabyMetal.
Even when it comes to collaborations, they are not afraid to work with any genre or artist. From F-Hero to Bring Me the Horizon to Lil Uzi Vert. I think BabyMetal is the best example of never let them know your next move. My only two advices are expect the unexpected and
Thinking about it is useless.
Very true. Definitely have learned that over the time.
Don't think, feel.
everything happens in the name of the fox god. That's why you'll hear oftentimes in interviews and shows the phrase, only the fox god knows. You'll see foxes everywhere. Even you are a fox. The fandom is called The One, and the fans are kitsunes, foxes in Japanese. Right, I almost forgot. When you go down the foxhole, you might get curious about BabyMetal's origins. If so, I recommend checking a few Sakura Gakuin songs out. Very Shubi is the one with the most streams on YouTube, but there are many songs worth exploring. I'll leave some links in the description too. Congratulations! You survived this video. Welcome to The One, fellow kitsune. May this journey treat you well,
Not a cult.
and may the 4th be with you.
Oh, nice.
See you.
See you. Love it. Love it. Yeah, definitely don't forget to subscribe to Imagination's page, because this was a great way to bring us up to date and just a quick jump into the world of BabyMetal. Fantastic job. I loved it very much. Definitely had some laughs. Fantastic editing going on here. It was just a great overall video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one. So if you enjoyed this reaction, check out this playlist right here and get more just like it. While you're at it, go ahead, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and then hit that little notification bell so you know whenever I drop a new reaction. With that, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you the next time the glass moon rises.